Okay guys, it's time. I've given you weeks to watch everyone else's EYF videos. I have given you weeks to see their stashes. And now it's my turn. There's so much stuff here. I have a 3-tier IKEA cart next to me that is jam-packed. I have a whole bunch of bags down here and pins spread out so I don't forget anything or anyone, and I know I'm gonna forget someone, like I forgot to introduce myself. All right, let's start from the beginning, people. Hi everyone, my name is Danielle. I am Gemma Darling. I am Gemma Darling on Ravelry. I am Gemma Darlings on Instagram, and I had the wonderful fortune of going to EYF this year. And if you don't know, EYF stands for Edinburgh Yarn Festival. Edinburgh is in Scotland, so it was a trek and it was an adventure and it was a blast. Like, to say the least, it was a blast. I'm still literally high from it. So I wanted to take this moment to show you my haul. It's a bit embarrassing what kind of yarn piggery went on, but everyone did it, so I was in good company and I did not feel alone. Not even for a second. So, let's go through it. This is not going to be a podcast. This is just going to be a haul video. So no whips, no FOs like usual. And I didn't even do my hair. I washed my hair and I threw it up because I was like, if I can get my makeup on and get this done, I'll be happy. So if you watched my 3 EYF videos, you'll know that I split them up into us traveling there and then day 1. And then we did day 2 and the KLEINE, and then day 3 and going home. And I just loved meeting all of you. I loved meeting people that I watch. I love meeting people that had told me they just wanted to meet me, which is, I'm so flattered, guys. Anyone who sought me out to meet me, like, you have no idea how flattered I am that anyone watches and anyone wants to meet me. I was there with Christy Glass. I was there with Creative Sissy, and my friend Nicole, Nickwich9 came. And who else came? I mean, like, so many ladies were there. Les Knits, how could I forget Leslie? I love Leslie. Dinah from the Knitting Place was there. Stephanie from Asylum Fibers. Voolenvine. Kristen, I call her Voolenvine. And the ladies from ESPACE TRICOT, Melissa and Lisa, were at our hotel. So, I mean, and there were so many other Americans from the industry that were there. I got to meet people I hadn't met before, people that I had met before and hadn't been really friendly with, just a hi bye, and then I actually got to talk to them this time. I got to meet Beth from BEEHIVE Yarns, which was one of my highlights. Beth, seriously, I wish we lived closer because we need to FaceTime and do a little knit night or something because I just love you. All right, let's start this, guys. So much yarn. There was so much yarn there. And it basically, to me, was in 2 groups. It was the really, really rustic, chunky, not chunky, but like, I don't know how to describe it. Like just wool, you know? Like the wool. Like no bells and whistles, just good, plain, strong wool, you know, that like kind of blossoms when you knit with it. Then there were the indie dyers and gorgeous stuff. I finally got my hands on some Olan. Like I had gotten some from Jess Kavanaugh's updates, but I had never just seen a wall of it, and BEINSPIREDFIBRES had a wall of it and I went crazy. And then the Yak booth had some and I went extra nuts, and you guys are going to really enjoy this. So I thought we would start out with pins. So first, when you walk into Edinburgh Yarn Festival, you had a chance to pre-order all of the swag, and so you go and you pick up your swag. And so this was their logo. And so I got a little project bag, and I got 2 pins. I don't know how I feel about the pins. They're fun, but I kind of wish they said Edinburgh Yarn Festival on them. I mean, you know, you want to remember what year it was. But, I mean, they're gorgeous with the rainbow on them and everything. And then I got a bag, which is buried here, so I'm not even going to try to pick it up. It's pretty much the same as this. This might be a giveaway, so stay tuned for my next podcast. What? So that's what you did. You first, when you got in, you went through, I think they they were metal detectors, which I like going through metal detectors. It makes me feel safer. There was a really big coat room, which it was like £2 per coat. It was great. The ladies there were like hustling. The line went super fast. So you drop off your coat, and they had a place, I think, that was holding people's suitcases and like bags and things, so that if you were coming straight there from the airport, like you had a place to put your stuff. Now I could be lying, but I think that's what it said. And that's like a really great idea, because some people I'm sure could just fly in for the day and then go home, right? The ladies that I was traveling with gave me stuff. So I got this from the knitting place. Super cute. Thank you, Dinah. I really loved getting to know you. You're awesome. Then the ladies from ESPACE Tricot gave us pins. They also gave us tote bags, which I'll show you later. So I keep them in my little strawberry basket that I got from Anthropology. I actually bought like 14 of these for my baby shower, and I've just been giving them away. I think I have like 4 left. I love them. I keep stuff in them, and they're awesome, right? So cute. Anyway, that was a tangent. Then some of the boots had pins, and I should have gone around and gotten more pins, but like my bags are getting really weighed down. So a lot of people have been talking about making things to store the pins on instead of putting them on your bags. And I was thinking about that like a month ago, maybe making like a macrame wall hanging to put behind me with all my pins on it, because you know, you lose them sometimes. These backs that they put on them now, they stink. Our first layover was in Amsterdam. And so I wanted a pin from there, so I grabbed a bunch. It says Holland. And this one's a little shoe. You know, they're known for those wooden shoes. The little houses. Little houses. And this one, which is, I believe, the crest of Amsterdam. And I wish we had gotten out of the airport because it was the middle of the night. Otherwise, I would have made a beeline for Stephen and Penelope. I am dying to bike around that city. I am dying to go see it in the daylight or just be allowed out of the airport. So that will be one of my trips. I think the next time I go overseas, I need to go a bunch of places. I wish that America had a train system like Europe, because Europe is so easy to get everywhere by rail, and we just don't have that here. I really wish we did, because I would love traveling by train. So that's what I got in Holland. I did buy also those wooden shoes as like a little magnet, because I like to get magnets from everywhere I've been, and they're all over my fridge. So every time I go in the fridge, which is a lot because I eat a lot, I get to see everywhere I've ever been. I like that. There's more, but that's all for now. So let's go into some of the places that I went. Oh, I forgot one of the things downstairs. No, I didn't. Yay! Okay. So day one, we went to the Corn Exchange. Pretty much got to the hotel from the airport, freshened up, and went right to the Corn Exchange. And a lot of us made a beeline for the booth we really wanted to go to. And that was La Bien Amy, which I say La Bien Aimée. I don't know what's right. So, okay, we'll say LBA. And we all got yellow Fringe field bags. Now, if you know anything about Fringe, it's that sometimes they come out with these exclusive colors for certain stores. And this is one of them. And I wish I could have bought one for a giveaway, but these are so expensive. I mean, the exchange rate was like $1.50 for every pound. So everything I spent was like that price plus a half. It was ridiculous. But I always wanted one of these. So I got one for me and I got one for my mom. And whether she wanted it or not, she got one. I think I'm done buying Fringe field bags though. There's so many other great bags. I mean, I really love this bag, but there are so many other bags, so I'm trying to, you know, spread the love around a little. But let's fill it. So, I bought so much LBA. LBA. I don't even know where to start. I like literally don't know where to start. This is called Santoki, and I got this on singles, and I got 2 of them. This one is called Rust. Okay, this one's called Drogen. I think, Drogen. It's a really, really nice tonal brown. And I look for tonal browns with like, it has very, very subtle hints of rust in it. I really love this. This was their new sport weight. So, and I grabbed a lot of it. I don't know why, but I did. And I really should have thought more about what I was buying things for, but I just was like drunk. I was just like drunk on fiber fumes. So this one is called Sari. Beautiful, beautiful pink. This one's very famous. This is their peanut butter and jelly. This is gorgeous. I don't know what I'm going to make with it. And I don't usually like light purple. I really don't like light purple. Like, I'm a dark jewel tone purple person, but I loved it. And this one in their sport weight is called Tang. Yeah, not really sure why I got this either. It's not my colors. But it's beautiful. I'll figure it out. If not, it's orange. I'll give it to Gigi. If you guys have anything orange to destash, call Gigi. And I also got some on sport weight. This is the peanut butter and jelly. And I think that's it for my La Bien Aimée. I mean, that's it. Guys. I mean, like, when in Rome, right? So I was really excited to just buy it, you know? Like, you could just... I usually buy stuff online. When it comes, you're like, is this the color that it looked like online? And you either love it or you're a little disappointed. I mean, never disappointed with LBA, but like sometimes you order online, it's like that. And this was so nice to be able to just take it in person because this color, I think, is one of my new favorite colors, the Santoki. And I actually was online before trying to buy this on Aran because I really, really want to make like a weekender sweater, and I'm trying to figure out what to make it in, and I just thought it would be a contender, but it was sold out because LBA is always sold out. So when you see her at shows, stuff your bags. I really did. I don't even know where to go next. Okay, so next, after I went to LBA, or before I went to LBA, I'm not really sure, I went to claim my Eden bag. Guys, Annette from Pink Hazel, as I told you before, was running a tiny little contest on her Instagram. Please name her new bag. And I just threw up the name Eden bag, and she liked it. And I'm so excited because Annette's a really wonderful person. Her products are fantastic. If you have a chance to get your hands on a Pink Hazel bag, do it. They are high, high quality. So this is the Eden bag. And guys, look how big it is. Like, seriously, right now I think I have about 10 cakes in it. Yeah, 10 cakes. Doesn't even look full. So when I'm using it, I just was like, I was bending it down like this so it would stay open, and it was great. It's great. And she gave me 2 straps. Right now I have this one on it because I've been carrying it around the house like that, which is really great. It has removable clips. They clip on and clip off, so you can take this and put it on one side if you want. Like, some people like to just, you know, hang it from their arm like this, you know. But I like it as a purse, you know. So there you go. And then she gave me the crossbody, and people were wearing them around the festival as their purse. They're great, great bags. Guys, she's having an update on the 8th. I think. Rex Manning Day. So I think it's the 8th, but look at Pink Hazel bags on Instagram and you'll find out when she's having the update because you have to grab one of these. They're a little more expensive than her other bags, but they're totally, totally worth it. So I got that. She also gave me a pin. I love it. And then I also bought one of these from her because I love Ripple Paper Company, and I really, really loved this bag. And this is Alice in Wonderland by Ripple Paper Company, and then I always buy their Fat Quarter bundle when it first comes out with like new fabrics. I think I've gotten 3 or 4 of them. The new one just came out and it's incredible. I really need to learn how to sew. But I just like to look at the fabrics because I'm someone who buys craft supplies. I don't actually craft, I buy the supplies. So Anyway, this inside one is complimentary, and this is Rifle Paper Company also, and I just fell in love with the bag. Here's her tag. And so guys, Pink Hazel bags on Instagram. Amazing. Let's see. I tried to go places that I couldn't go in the States, right? So I went to Loop London because I have never been to London. And I can't believe I've never been to London, but I haven't. So I was able to get some Ching fiber there. Now, Layla Ching had her own booth, but I found this colorway in the Loop London booth, and I just thought it was beautiful. I thought it reminded me of like an English tea garden. I really cannot read the name on it. So I'm really sorry, but I can't read the name on it. Maybe you guys can. Can't. I just really thought it was unique. And I mean, I don't really buy peaches. It's a little peachy for me, but I think that this purple part right there would go really, really pretty with a purple that I have in my stash. So I got that. What else did I get from Loop London? I don't even know where to put stuff, guys. I don't even know where to put it. What else did I get from Loop London? I got these needle gauges. Okay, now why did I get two? Because one's going in a giveaway, blah, blah, blah. I got this pattern called Piccadilly, and this is by Bristol Ivy, and I have been dying to try one of her patterns, but truthfully, I've been too scared because she is a fiber genius, and I don't know, I don't really have time to sit there and read patterns and do stuff that's quite intricate, and a lot of her patterns are quite intricate because she really, really, really knows what she's doing. So it's not like you wouldn't be able to follow along with her, it's just that you have to think about it. So I thought this was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And not even the top of the shawl, I thought, look at the lace on this. I mean, isn't that exquisite? So I really, really want to make this shawl. I don't know that I'm going to stripe the top of it as it is striped. I may just use one color, a tonal color, and then do that lace panel on the bottom a different color. But I mean, guys, it's exquisite, and it's not on Ravelry. It's sold exclusively through Loop London. So in case you guys don't know, that's Loop, that's their logo. And I think it's quite famous, Loop London. I mean, everyone talks about it. It must be an extraordinary store, and I am looking forward to seeing it one day. I just can't wait to start this. And I don't know what I'm going to use for it. I was thinking of using this with a rust for the lace panel. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I mean, part of me wants to use this, and then I'm like, what do I use with this? I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do the lace and peanut butter and jelly. I don't know. Is that, it might be too busy to use something speckled for it. I don't think I'm going to use something speckled for the lace panel. I think I would use something tonal. So I don't know. I'll keep you updated on that because I am going to be casting that on soon. But I'm going to spend this month finishing some of my whips because I spent a lot of money on yarn. To not have the finished object is kind of absurd. Anyway, that was my haul from Loop London, and Piccadilly is on the Loop London website if you guys are interested. Next, I went to the Fig Tree, and SPINCYCLE Yarns made a kit for this ANDREA MOWRY pattern, and on the kit, if you bought the kit, you got one of these. And guys, look, it says Edinburgh Yarn Fest. And since I didn't buy the kit, I had to get a pin separately. So I got two because one's going to be a giveaway. Putting in the giveaway pile. Guys, it's going to be a good giveaway. Let's backpedal a little bit. You know, we've been looking at a lot of yarn. Let's take a little breather here. You might have seen on Christy Glass's video just about the entire trip. She did a Super Saturday, so there were a lot of little things about the KLEINE and some of the booths, but she did one video that was about a half an hour long, which was just her vlogging from the entire trip, just some little vlogging here and there, and it opens with us in the airport. I don't know why I opened my carry-on bag, but I did, and I saw a plastic bag with some tissue paper inside, and I was like, I definitely did not put this in my bag. And then it screamed my mother. My mother puts everything in plastic bags, tapes them shut, wraps things in tissue paper. And so I was like, oh, I got a surprise. And you'll see on the video that I always call my surprises from my mother lunchbox surprises, because she was a teacher. On the first day of school, she would pack our lunches and she would put a present in them. So randomly, I would get things that I had been asking for. I don't know why, but I wanted the soundtrack to the movie La Bamba. One year she got me a Joey Lawrence Ken doll, because I really liked Joey Lawrence. Still do. And so this time, she knew that I was trying to make pom-pom party slippers before I left, and I just didn't have enough time, and so she made them for me. Guys, how cute are these? The pattern is by the Wooliers, and it is the pom-pom party slippers, and they're a super simple make, even though I didn't make these. I hear everyone else say that, so we're gonna go with it. And Mom, thank you. Thank you, Mommy. They're so, so cute. She had come to my house the day before and she kept saying, I want to make pom-pom party slippers as a gift for someone, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I don't have the yarn for it. And I said, oh, just take some of mine. Oh, I don't like to take your yarn. I was like, please, look around. I'll recover. So she took this, and this is Malbrigo Mitcha, and I don't know what colorway it is. I don't have the label, and I'm really sorry. But guys, so cute. It's so cute. And we all wore them in the video, Christy Glass's haul video, haul highlights video, and it was a lot of fun. We all stood next to each other and we did like the toe heel, and it was a blast. So Mom, thank you so much, because I definitely would not have gotten these done. I am a super, super slow knitter, even though I don't like to admit it. And it was really nice to have them done, because I didn't feel like I was under the gun to make them. But guys, seriously, everyone's making them. Like, you're cool if you have them, so do it. Okay, let's talk about Olan. Now, Olan is one of my new favorite brands, and it's one of the reasons I was going to Edinburgh Yarn Fest, was that I wanted to just soak myself in Olan. I went a little crazy and bought everything I could with her label on it. So let's look at her label. This is her label. Okay, and it's olan.ie as her website, and she does have updates, and I think she does have stuff up regularly. So I managed to get some DK, which I'm really excited about. And I picked up one of these skeins, then I picked up two, then I picked up three, and then I was like, you know what, I'm buying all four. And I was in the Be Inspired Fibres booth, and I was talking to May, and she's incredible. I believe it's the local yarn store in Edinburgh. And so next time I go there, I'm actually going to visit the store, because I loved May and I loved her selection. She had a wall of Olan, she had Mad Tosh, she had some really, really independent labels that I had never heard of, and she had a whole wall of Ushitita. And so she really just had all the yarn that I could ever want, and I was just drooling all over it. I'm sorry, May, but I did. So these are the 4 skeins of DK that I got. I mean, aren't these gorgeous? Like, I don't know what I'm going to make with them, but oh my. Seriously, guys? I love this colorway. It's called Chimera. I can't stop showing you. I love it. It's very me. I like pink and black. Then I bought these two. Let's see what their name is. Slow Motion. And this is on a sock base. And I think this is beautiful. I don't really know why I bought it though. To me, it's a little bit like Voolenvine's Goth Day Cake. And I have Goth Day Cake, so I don't really know why I bought it. So I might be doing a little giveaway with this one, but it is really, really beautiful. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to let go of it. Then I bought this one, and this is one of my favorite yarns that I bought the entire time I was there. This is called Merlin. Oh, I love the name. Guys. Oh. Look at that. It's one of those yarns where you're like at a festival and you're like, give it to me. Oh wow, I love it. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't even want to like take it out of the skein. I just want to like hug it and love it. And that's what I'm gonna do. This one is incredible. It's called Vessel. Like, guys, Master Dyer, she's amazing. Look at these colorways. Sincerely, do you see why I was drooling? Like, do you see? Yeah. And the last one that I got, this one is called Secret Heart. And so this, I don't really know why I bought it. I think it's beautiful. I think I was thinking of my mom loving creamsicles when I bought it, and I don't know that she would really knit with it. So who do you call when you have an orange skein that you don't know what to do with? Gigi, this one's for you. Okay, so I will be dropping that off in a day or two. I didn't just buy all the Olan in the Be Inspired Fibers booth. I also bought it in the Yak booth, and this is the bag I got with them. Wait till I do the bag parade. Wait till you see the bags I got. So the Yak booth, but I know that I got the minis from the Yak booth, and wow, guys, I went a little crazy. I mean, like, you're there to go crazy, right? So like, why hold back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, look at the minis. The minis are just as beautiful. Look at that. Loved this one. Look at that. And I don't even use minis, but I put them in this big apothecary jar and I look at them, so I like to buy them. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Look at that. Oh, guys, no self-control, none. That's all my minis. Oh, look at this one. Look at this one with the green. Oh, shut up. This one's called Nova. So that is my Olan haul. And then, wait, I'm going to show this in my next podcast, but then I got home and I got an Olan delivery. Guys, seriously, what am I going to make? Jess, you're killing it. I'm like your biggest fan. So anyway, that's my Olan haul. No self-control. None. Okay, so I have a lot of Ushatita in my stash, which I am very, very lucky to have been able to buy a lot of it. So I didn't buy a lot at the festival just because I was trying to buy things that I didn't have. So the LBA, the Olan, some Anzula, I didn't have any of that. But I did manage to get one skein of Ushatita, and this is actually a skein that I have a couple of this colorway in my stash already. And every time I see it, I have to buy one. And it's called Studio. And I just have to buy it whenever I see it. I also bought 2 skeins of a colorway that I believe was called Micah's Ocean. And that, well, she's one of the organizers, Micah and Joe. I think it was called Micah's Ocean. I'm not really sure, but I did gift it to one of my friends who asked me to grab it for her. And Amelia, I hope you love it. I hope you love it. I think that's the exact one that you asked me for. I bought it at the Stephen and Penelope booth because they had a big wall of Ushatita, and they were right in the hallway, and Stephen was standing there taking pictures and signing things. He's such a nice guy. And I got to talk to Malia, who is Penelope. She's adorable. I loved her, and I'm really glad I got to talk to her for a couple minutes. I wish I'd gotten to spend more time with her because she's just one of those people like I'd really like to get to know. I think she's awesome. And they really run a great store, and I'm just saying really so much, but I really hope that I get to the store one day. As I said, I'd love to go around Amsterdam. Their logo is so cute with the bicycle, and they had a great wall of Ushatita, guys. It was a great wall. They also started this thing, and I don't know if this is the first time they did it, was at Vogue Knitting Live in New York, but Malia and Company give out these style awards. And it says, the bearer of this ribbon has been presented an Edinburgh Yarn Festival Style Award for Awesomeness in Knitwear, Stephen and Penelope Fine Yarns. And I have one from the VKL in New York, and I got one again in Edinburgh, and I'm going to start hanging them up. I'm just going to have like a banner back here of all my awards. Thanks, Malia. You made me feel really, really good. All right, let's take a little bit of a tangent right now. My friend Leslie, her husband got, I don't know what he has forayed into, I think woodworking, and he can burn into things. So she made me this, and this is a blocker. So when you block your swatches, you can measure it, but we've been using it as mug shots. So she made this. It says, Team Awesome, EYF 2018. Have you been blocked? It's a great memento. I'm actually going to use it as a picture frame. And I have a picture of all of us in front of the castle. And I'm going to put it in here and just put it on the wall. Because I have to fill this wall. Like, this wall has nothing on it. So, Leslie, thank you. You are like 1 in a million. I really enjoyed being on a trip with you. So, also at BEINSPIREDFIBRES, which I really went crazy in this booth. I loved it. You guys, I don't know if you can buy online, but you need to check it out. I also bought my first knit collage, and this is really not my style at all, but I just thought these skeins were super pretty, and they had gold in them, and I'm a sucker for gold. So, and I think they were on sale, because I think it looks like she's had them for a while. Castaway Peachy Sparkle, and I really don't even like peaches, but it was more pink than peach to me. I mean, it looks a little peachier. I just think this would be fun to weave with. Like, I want to buy one of those like lap looms and make something woven with it, because I don't necessarily like the look of it when it's knitted, but I think if you can see each of the strands, it gets thicker and thinner, right? So wouldn't that be really cool woven? So I think that's what I'm going to do with it. I think I'm going to need a little bit more though. Anyway, that was also from BEINSPIREDFIBRES. I know that this haul video is all over the place, but if you guys could see the mess of things that I'm sitting in, it's shameful. Like, literally shameful. One of my favorite things about this festival was meeting people. I talk to people on Instagram all the time that are from all different places. I got to meet Amy Palco, I believe that's how you say your name, I'm sorry, and her daughter Rory, who were two of the most amazing people I've ever met. Her daughter is phenomenal, this brilliant young woman. And again, I just really wish I had gotten to spend more time with these people. So I also got to meet Alejandra Ayala. I think that's how you say your name. She and Amy were so I still have something on my eyelash here. She and Amy were so wonderful in helping me figure out things to do around Edinburgh because they live there. And Alejandra was looking for she was looking for Hedgehog Fibers graphite and sock yarn, and I had two in my stash, and I am destashing my stock yarn because I do not knit socks, and I'm not a huge fan of the Hedgehog Fiber sock yarn. I like a lot of their other bases, and I love their colors, but I just don't love the sock yarn. So anyone who wants it, I'm going to be putting up a destash for it. So I gave her two of the sock yarns because she wanted them for a project, and she went over to Skein Queen and got me two skeins of what my daughter likes to call popple. So guys, Skein Queen, and I love Skein Queen. I really do. And the funny thing is I have a couple skeins, maybe 3 or 4 of Skein Queen, and they go with these colors. So Ale, thank you so much. I love them. It was such a nice gift. She surprised me completely out of the blue at the knit night with them. And then I got to meet my girl. I was so excited. I got to meet Beth from BEEHIVE, BEEHIVE Yarns, and I literally want to live near you so we can just hang out, because every time she posts something on her Instagram that has to do with pop culture, I am right there with her. I think she just posted something with I Dream of Genie and Bewitched, and if you knew how obsessed I am with Bewitched, you would die. I love Bewitched. I dated a guy in high school whose uncle was obsessed with like the sitcoms from the 50s and 60s, and he would go and get like you know, autographs from these people whenever they were having a show. So I have Tabitha's autograph somewhere. I know it's such like a random thing. He got me this little lunchbox with Bewitched on it. I've got it around here somewhere. So Beth, seriously, we're like kindred spirits. I loved you to death. And I got to sit there and knit with her. Her Petra from Black Elephant, who is awesome. She had a gorgeous, gorgeous sweater on. God, why is it escaping me what this sweater is? The Zweig. She made a Zweig, but the colors were insane. Please check out Black Elephant on Instagram to see her Zweig. It's amazing. And that's a Caitlin Hunter pattern. And then I got to knit with Carly and Rachel. I loved you guys. Like, I got to eat lunch with these ladies, and we, you know, it was like you're at the festival to go shopping, but then I realized that I just needed to, like, sit down for a second, knit a couple rows in my flying fringe, and we all sat at this table together, and, I mean, we ate our lunches, and we just talked, and it's really nice to speak to people that live, you know, in a different country, to just kind of compare what's going on, you know, how they live, how we live. I really loved knitting with you guys. I don't know how long we were sitting there. I think it might have been at least an hour. And I don't know, we talked about momming and, you know, just different things pop culture wise, and I could have talked to you guys for hours. I literally could have sat there and knit the entire festival and been perfectly happy. So thank you for your friendship and for your time, and I loved meeting you guys. And Beth, thank you for this. I am a huge fan of Beehive yarns, and she gifted this to me, and this is on her Audrey base. It's called Homecoming, and it's part of her Virgin Suicides collection, which was part of her Sofia Coppola homage. And guys, I love Sofia Coppola. So, didn't like her so much in Godfather 3, but that was supposed to be Winona Ryder, and she pulled out at the last minute, and there's a whole story there, and so there you go. Don't ask me questions about The Godfather. I know it all. I love it. Thank you, Beth. Thank you. I do not even remember what the name of this booth was. How bad is that? Sue Stratford Knits, I believe, was the name of the booth. And I totally could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And this got crushed on the way home, but this is a little kit for a stuffy that I got at this booth. You'll see it on my Edinburgh videos. I don't know if it's on day 2 or 3. It's the booth with all of with the tree that has the knitted birds all over it. And they had this stuffy, and this is a knitted Nessie and mini Ginny knitting kit. And I had to get it. I've never made a stuffy, but I thought, what a cute little thing this would be for Franny. So that is supposed to be the Loch Ness Monster. And I hope the Loch Ness Monster really exists, because I'm going to go take a look next time I'm there. But what a cute kit, right? And it's got all the materials you need. And oh, I did not know that. It says that there's a 50-gram skein and a 10-gram, a 50-gram skein and a 10-gram ball of Skein Queen, crushed DK, and black strong sewing thread, safety eyes, toy filling. So all you have to add is the knitting needles, and stitch markers. And that's it. I loved it. I loved it. I had to buy it. So that's the logo, which you can't see because I crushed the box. And also from SueStratford.co.uk, I got this pin, and I did get one for Christy also, because survival of the knittist, baby. Survival of the knittist. So I got that at the booth, and I don't know if I'm ever going to get around to making this, but I wanted to have something. Maybe I'll make it for her birthday's coming up. I'm never going to make it by her birthday, but maybe next year. Maybe she'll get it for her 3rd birthday. Okay, I did that, I did that, I did that, I did that. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's my entire haul. So now we're going to talk about what I bought outside. Oh, but before we do that, let's talk about the Podcaster Lounge. So I will talk more about the experience as a whole on my next podcast, but I loved the Podcaster Lounge. Now first, there was a whole buffet of cakes outside, okay? So got there in the morning, you're hungry, they had all sorts of tea, they had this, I don't know what it was called, it was shortbread, 2 layers of shortbread with caramel in the middle, like we're talking like an inch of caramel, no joke, like an inch, and it had chocolate on top. And I was like, I'll have one of those, please. And I got a pear tart. I got scones. Scones taste very different in England. Much better. They're not as dry. I don't know what we do to them here. And I got my cup of tea, and I would just go walk around because a lot of us, we split up. We split up to go shopping. And I think that's the best because I don't want to be waiting for someone, and I don't want them waiting for me. I just want to walk around. So we would kind of divide and conquer. Christy had a lot of little interviews to do and stuff, so like I didn't see her for a lot of the time at the festival, which was fine. We would meet up here and there. I kind of like walking around festivals alone though. You know, you get to meet your own people. But when you first walked into the marketplace, there was an area that was kind of empty, and it seemed like people would congregate there to talk. So I met a lot of people, and I'm really, really excited about it. I got to meet Kate from Hawthorne Cottage Craft, and she gifted me this button. And I hope you guys watch her Hawthorne Cottage Craft on YouTube. She's really cute. I love, love, love her podcast. I watch it when I can. There are just so many podcasts, guys. But I really love just giving her a big hug because we talk on Instagram all the time. And who wants to, of course you want to hug your friends. They're your friends. Even if you met on social media, they are your friends. So she gave me the button and a stitch marker. Thank you, Kate. I loved meeting you. I got to meet and she gave me this. And is from Hand Drawn Yarn. So it's at Hand Drawn Yarn on Instagram. I think she made them. They're these tiny little skeins, and they're stitch markers. And it's really funny because it says on the back, in case of emergency, cast on. Break glass, cast on. And she made this little clip for Franny's hair. See? It's like a little clip, and it has a skein on it. Thank you so much. That was so very thoughtful. Thank you very, very much. Like for Franny. There are a lot of people that gave me stuff for Franny, guys. I can't thank you all enough. One woman I'm so sorry her name is escaping me, gave me a bag full of candy and all this stuff that has Minions on it and all the little girls from the Minions, which my husband and I love the Minions. Like, he was a Minion for Halloween the year we told everyone that we were pregnant. So I was a witch with a big belly and he was in a full-blown Minion costume. So you hit the nail on the head with that one. So thank you. I got to meet Jennifer from the Three Little Sheep podcast. I believe let's see. So I believe, I'm going to put down in the down bar exactly what it's called because it's in a different language. But look at that stitch marker, guys. Is that not the best stitch marker you've ever seen? I love it. And she and I have been talking a lot, so I consider her a new friend. So, hey, Jennifer. She was with a friend who, I can't recall her name, and I'm so sorry because that is just, I feel so rude when I can't remember someone's name. And guys, I'm just want to tell you, like, it's totally innocent. I'm so sorry. But she gave me this with a moon charm on it. Do you see the charm there? And I love the stars and moons. I love stars and moon anything. And so it's CQ Handmade. And it's at CQ_handmade on Instagram. So check her out. And she has a podcast too, I believe. I don't know if it's in English though. But she had the necklace on that said Yarn Fondler. That was in day 3. Did you guys see that in the podcaster lounge? Like, awesome. So she said that that was from, I don't remember where it was from. It's on the podcast. I'm sorry, it's on the Eden vlog, day 3, and she tells you where to get it on Etsy. And I did find them, so you can order them here in America if you'd like a Yarn Fondler necklace. They have all kinds of other stuff. So check that out. And then I got to meet, this was one of the highlights. I got to meet Grace and she is from Babble's Traveling Yarns podcast. And guys, if there were ever someone I could be instant best friends with, it's Grace. And I just like kept hugging her. When was I hugging her? I think it was at knit night I met her. So I ordered one of her pins. And I really, really, really love this logo. I think it's a really cool logo, right? So I've been watching her Edinburgh vlogs, which are really, really good. So guys, Babble's Traveling Yarn podcast on YouTube, I highly recommend it. If you want to see Edinburgh, go and see her vlogs because she really, really covered some ground and it's fantastic. So Grace, I don't know if you're watching, but I love you and I want to know you better. Can you guys tell I'm a stay-at-home mom that like doesn't get out much? I'm like so excited just to see people. So that was that. That is that. That's, I think, everything. I'm looking up and down. So day one, we left the festival and we went to the Witchery by the Castle, which is this really fancy restaurant. And it is exquisite. And all the women that were there, we all gave each other gifts. And so Christy gave out these little notebooks that had like the globe on them because, you know, we're all traveling together. The ladies from ESPACE TRICOT, they gave out pens and highlighters and buttons. I gave out this. I gave everyone like a bow that was, I bought them on Etsy. They're these little plaid bows. So everyone had their bows on. And then I got this. Now let me open this because this has become my signature pin. And if I give this to you, it means you are in Club Awesome. So hey there, No Drama Llama. Guys, I got this on Amazon, okay? I just found it on Amazon one day, and I have bought, I think, about 12 or 14 of them, and I've given them out to various people, because this is a community of wonderful people, and there should be no drama. There just shouldn't be any drama. So this is a symbol of the no drama, and it's a no drama llama. So, everyone in Club Awesome got one of these. Stephanie, I think I owe you one of these. Stephanie from Asylum. Because you weren't at the Witchery. You were too busy spinning at spin class. Oh well, I hope you had a great time at your class. That was so much fun. Voolenvine came, Ellie from SKEIN came, Dinah from the Knitting Place, my friend Nickwich, Christy of course, Les Knits was there, Creative Ceci, the ladies from ESPACE TRICOT, and then this woman Lauren that we kept seeing places. We met her in the Amsterdam airport and we saw her again. She was eating at the Witchery when we got there. I was like, Lauren, hey! So, Lauren, I loved meeting you. I wish we got to spend more time together also, so next time. Keep in touch. Finally, on, let's see, what day was it? Saturday. We stayed so much longer at the Corn Exchange than we expected to. We had a whole schedule. We're like, oh, Saturday we'll be done shopping. We'll be done with everything. We'll leave at like 1 or 2. We'll go sightseeing. I think we left at 3. I mean, we were just having so much fun meeting everyone. We were hanging out. Steffi from Yushatita was there. Julie Knits in Paris. I believe her name's Lisa, who puts together India Untangled. Guys, are you excited for India Untangled this year? It's going to be like so big. I'm so excited. Who else was there? I mean, like, there were so many people in that. Like, at the end, they were all just congregating, and we're like, you don't want to leave because you don't get to see these people on a regular basis. So finally we got our stuff together and we left the Corn Exchange and we decided to go sightseeing. And Christy and I went on our little excursion before we went sightseeing, and we found a vinyl store right by our hotel. And so I wish I had brought the vinyl. I'll show them on my next podcast. I usually collect vintage vinyl. This was not vintage, but they were newer compilations of, you know, artists I consider vintage, like Bowie. And I just grabbed them. Like, Christy was laughing because I was just pulling them out. And she's like, you're getting all of these? I'm like, yeah. Not even going to think twice about it. We have no time to think about it. I'm buying them. So she went and got the guy to put the records in the sleeves, and we just like, I bought them. I don't even know how much money I spent in that store, but I had to bring vinyl home from Edinburgh. Then finally we got into a cab and we went over to the castle, and we went over to a tartan mill that's right there by the castle. You can actually see the tartan being milled. I should have brought it up here. you can buy scraps of the tartan that they use to make kilts, and each clan or family, I think they're called clans there, so they have their own tartan. And so there were scraps and they put them together, and I bought this set of scraps. I think it was like 15 pounds, and it was from 20 families. And I thought it was really cool. I'm like, maybe I'll make a project bag or something out of it to remember Scotland. So that'll never happen, but I bought it. And then, you know, because I'm an Outlander fan, you're just looking at all the Frasier stuff, which was gone. Like, you could not really find anything with the name from Clan Frasier on it. Christy sent me one actually in the mail last week that she had found one, I guess while we were there, I don't know. And she sent it to me in the mail, and I was really excited because I wanted a magnet. I couldn't find one, and she found one for me, so it's on my fridge. Thanks, Chris. All of us that went sightseeing that day were shameless Harry Potter fans. Like, totally shameless. Like, I'm a Ravenclaw. And Leslie Cohen from Les Knits, she did not know what house she was in. So she was on Pottermore.com taking the house placing quiz, you know, the sorting hat, while we were sightseeing, which was really, really funny. And she's a Ravenclaw like me because she's brave. So we went to Victoria Street, which is the real life inspiration for Diagon Alley, and you can see it. You can easily see it. Like, and the movies really did it well. It's not as creepy as Diagon Alley, like, duh, right? But we get to the bottom of Victoria Street, and Christy starts humming the theme song from Harry Potter. And can I just tell you guys, like, I know we don't really know her as a theatrical talent, but she really is, because she hit every note perfectly and like was just humming it as we were walking up the street. So I didn't put the whole thing on my vlog, but I have it. She did almost the whole song and it was like perfect. So once again, I'm jealous of her and her voice. We got there and all the stores were closing, which really stunk, right? But the one that was open was the Harry Potter store, and it was I forget the name of the store. Why? It's in Edinvlog Day 3 if you guys need it. It was really fun. And so I got some pins. I am a Hogwarts potions master. And I mean, the store was shamelessly selling Harry Potter stuff. It wasn't really a Harry Potter store. It was a store of curiosities, which you could see was like the inspiration for maybe Ollivanders. They had all the wands there. It was really, really cool. Guys, I have sweatpants on. I'm not dressed up at all. And then I got my Ravenclaw pin. Ravenclaw. Who's with me? And that's really it. I got a couple postcards that had this really, really cool map of Edinburgh on them. I have no idea where they are. I think I put them in a notebook to get them home so that they wouldn't get bent. But it was a really, really cool map because apparently J.K. Rowling wrote a lot of Harry Potter in a pub or a tea shop that was right there. I don't know enough, but we didn't have much time to really explore like we wanted to, but I got the little map. It was really cool. And that's it. You know, I just didn't want to buy stuff that I wouldn't use, and a lot of that stuff was available in the States. I mean, they had chocolate frogs there, and like Birdie Bot's every flavored beans, and if you climb all the way up to the top, because they have this really cool creepy staircase with Dementors hanging from the ceiling, at the top there was a desk as if you're at Hogwarts, and you could sit at it and put the cloak on and the scarf and take pictures. We didn't do it because there was a family up there and they were having a ball, so we didn't do it. But I wish I did. I don't know how much I would have liked putting on a scarf and a cloak that like just random people put on all the time, but I probably would have done it. So we took the time, we went sightseeing, and then I had dinner with the fabulous ladies at the hotel. And our hotel, I think it was called the Lantern Room, was the restaurant, and it was really, really good. I don't have a very adventurous palate. Nicole, one of my friends, she'll eat haggis. She was eating the sausage. She was eating all sorts of things. It looked delicious, everything she ordered. I didn't even order the sticky toffee pudding because I had no idea what it was. So I ordered this lemon tart, which was so tart I could hardly eat it. It was like tart. It was a tart. But Nicole didn't finish her sticky toffee pudding, so I just put my fork right in her plate shamelessly, and I ate the rest of it, and it came with this like caramel dipping sauce, and it was delightful. So if you guys ever see sticky toffee pudding on a menu, do yourself a favor and order it. Then after that, we went to a private room at the hotel, and we all did our highlights, the haul highlights video for Christy Glass Knits, which was a lot of fun, and we said goodbye. And that was that. Getting home was interesting because we had to go through Paris. So we left the hotel at like 8 o'clock in the morning. We had an 11 o'clock flight, which was delayed and then delayed and then delayed. So we missed our connection. So we're in Edinburgh Airport, and then when I'm in the airport, I'm like, let's go shopping. So as if my bags were not stuffed to the brim enough. I mean, you guys saw that video of us trying to close our suitcases, and it was hysterical. We got to the airport. We met Marla, hey! And Marla had one of those IKEA bags that was blue. Not the ones that you just put on your shoulder, but there are ones that actually, they're like long and skinny. They're made for the IKEA hand truck, and she zipped all her yarn and everything that she bought into it and checked it. It was brilliant, and it like folds up to nothing. Like they fold up like nothing. So next time I go, that's what I'm doing, because I had stuffed all of this in an Adidas duffel that I was lugging around with me, which was so stupid. But you guys saw us trying to close our suitcases, and that was insane. And mine was still under 50 pounds, which I was really excited about. Christy's was like way over. But we were in Edinburgh Airport. Christy was knitting away. Nicole and I were like, let's go buy stuff. So we went and we bought like a ton of candy, which I don't know if you guys have ever been to the UK, but their candy, like the Cadbury, is so good. So I was like stuffing my face with it. And then we found a little souvenir shop, and I hadn't really bought any souvenirs for the family. So I got these really, really pretty ornaments for our tree. So this one says Scotland. And I had to get this little guy. I know, it's cliche, but like, come on. Look how cute he is! This is Nessie. They're really pretty, actually. Like, look at that. They're really, really, like, well made. Right? And Nessie is tartan on the back. So I thought that was cute. And then I got this one to commemorate our times at the Edinburgh Castle, because we had such a good time sightseeing, but the castle was closing when we got there, so we never got to go inside, which I'm super bummed about. I think that's the first thing I'll do when I get there next time, is literally take a tour of the castle. And I want to take one of the tours around town. We didn't get to do that either. So we just kind of like took a lot of pictures outside the castle. And the castle is built on this volcano. I think it's dormant. I don't know if it's dormant or completely extinct, but apparently Edinburgh is built on a bunch of volcanoes. So I mean, creepy, right? But the castle really did look like Hogwarts. It was literally sitting on like a cliff on the edge of this mountain, and it was a volcano, and it was just fantastic. I mean, it wasn't the prettiest castle. Like, you go to like some places that have these castles that are just breathtaking, but it was the coolest one I've seen. It looked like a fortress. Like, it was just cool. So if you guys ever get to go to Edinburgh, I highly suggest you go there first. And I know that there were these double-decker tour buses that I wanted to get to, and we didn't have time for that. And but there were so many places that I wanted to go, and we didn't get to go. And it's just because the festival was so good, we didn't want to leave. And so, you know, that's why we went there. We went there to go to the festival. So we didn't force ourselves to leave to go do other things. Part of me wishes that we did, but I'm really happy with all the time I spent at the festival, the podcast. Guys, like, I think I could ramble on for hours. I loved this trip. I loved the ladies that I went with. Getting there was super easy. Getting home wasn't so easy. We missed our connection, as I said, so we were late getting to Paris. And then finally we got on a flight. Christy was kind of a rock star on this one, because she was like, calm down. We'll be fine. And I mean, being stuck in Paris, guys, would that really have been so bad? Anyway, guys, that was my trip to Edinburgh. I hope you enjoyed the videos that I made and seeing my haul. I'm looking at it now, and I am so guilty. Oh my gosh, I've got so much knitting to do, and I'm going to be doing a destash soon. to get rid of some of the yarn that I'm just not reaching for, so stay tuned for that. What I'm going to leave you with now, I'm going to do a bag show, because everywhere I went I got a bag, and I don't know why, but at the end of the night, including the bags that I got, like the project bags, I think I brought home 15 bags. I think 11 of them were store bags. So let's start this show, and then I will leave you guys be. Stephen and Penelope. Little gray girl. Okay, then I have a bunch from Loop London. I guess I could put one of these in a giveaway, so. And then my ESPACE TRICOT. I loved hanging out with these ladies. And guys, here it is. The Edinburgh Yarn Festival bag. Which is actually a really good bag, because look, it's got like a side on it, right? And it has a bottom on it too, like a really thick bottom. So I'm really glad I got one of these. And guys, that's it. So that was EYF 2018. Guys, if you're thinking about going, save your pennies, go. It was a wonderful experience. It was just a fantastic time. And if you're gonna go, get tickets to everything. Go all 3 days, go to the KLEINE, go to the midnight, because if you just decide not to go, there are always people on Ravelry looking for the tickets, so get the tickets, okay? Micah and Joe, you did such an outstanding job. Everything ran super smoothly. I'm trying to think what else. Maybe next time I'll get accepted to the podcaster lounge. I was in it the whole time anyway. This time I was a representative of Christy Glass Knits, so thank you, Christy, for putting me on your team. That was fun. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming to see my haul. This video was a lot longer than it should be. I'm going to try to edit it down, and I will see you for my next podcast. Episode 4 coming. It's coming. Okay, guys. Bye.